Dear phone, it's been a busy morning. I made breakfast for the first time and 42 people liked it. Bought a spur-of-the-moment tickets to Tokyo and pretty much planned my itinerary. Finally, got a new oven and guess what? Got 10% off from a promo code. And got my workout for the day. This exercise thing is no joke.
There's an app to fit just about every area in your life. In fact, there are millions. And people can make millions just from creating a single successful app. The trick goes beyond creativity. It's matching content and product to the right needs of a market.
Whether it's to organize tasks, indulge in some retail therapy, manage weight loss, sourcing easy recipes, practicing good health, booking transportation and so forth, mobile apps have exploded well beyond gaming and chatting. The overall mobile app industry grew 115% in 2013 and is said to be worth $25 billion by 2015. In Malaysia alone, startups and tech companies are also creating original apps to serve local needs, such as MyTaxi, Iman Pro, and more.
Malaysia has one of the highest percentages of smartphone users in the world. 63% of us are looking at our phones half the time to surf the web and update our social media statuses. But how many of us turn to apps for health, lifestyle and productivity?
For the productivity, what they call a LinkedIn, I'm using LinkedIn, it's a help to upgrade my communication with the other businessmen like CEO, banks. They have all apps they have as well, Asia, JobStreet. These are most apps that I'm using, so it's very convenient. So you want to transfer, let's say you want to transfer cash, you can use your smartphones.
Saya gunakan Astro on the go. Kemudian satu lagi Maybank to you. Saya pilih macam application tersebut sebab saya boleh tengok siaran mana-mana yang saya suka, maksudnya di mana-mana. Kalau aplikasi itu bagus, maksudnya berguna kepada orang ramai, itu sesuai lah untuk dibayar.
For Maybank to you, back to those days, whatever you need to do, you've got to go to the ATM or the bank. But now you can do it online anywhere, anytime. As for News Loop, I don't have to go to individual newspaper to see all the news. It basically gathers all news from a lot of sources into one place. So it's a central point for me to get all the news that I want. It eases up a lot of things, particularly information seeking. Yeah, at things like WAS and all this. So it helps you plan your route. You don't have to stick jam and all these things. So it's very good. Well, if it's featured full and really useful, I don't mind paying for it. Yeah, so why not? You have to reward people for doing their job.
One Malaysian-made app that's been getting a lot of attention internationally is Omvana, which has hit the #1 spot for health and fitness apps on the iTunes Store in over 30 countries. What's unique about this app is taking health and productivity to the next level, self-help and meditation. Let's talk to the makers of Omvana on how they've turned this app into a multi-million ringgit generator on the world map.
Omvana is a mobile app that lets you mix speaking tracks, normally about personal growth or guided meditation, with an ambient track to give you a variety of listening to the same thing over and over again, but with a different ambient track. 1.5 years ago, mobile apps and stuff was exploding, and we were ready to explore that. The Omvana project consists of a fairly diverse team. We have got the product designer, myself, the stakeholder, which was Vision, and then we have our marketers involved, as well as the iOS developer involved. It's actually a real collaborative effort. So my role was purely just in envisioning the product, the user experience, making sure that the stakeholders' feedback about usability stuff is also considered, and then also working with the marketers so that they know enough about the app to come up with a marketing launch plan. They had all the information they needed, and they have a very good feeling and they're very confident about launching it, and then they made it happen. So it's very, very collaborative. When we initially launched, Omvana catered more to the American market, but because of our success there, it created a chain effect. So we actually became very successful in UK as well. We became very successful in India as well, Australia, all the English-speaking markets. We recently have another app that was a spin-off, and we wanted to try the Chinese market, and that was also crazy successful. So that is why we need to localize Omvana, and we're going to try that on the Chinese-speaking market.
Well, what we are doing for the ecosystem, for Malaysia, is that we are actually bringing Malaysian musicians onto our platform. We actually signed on Samad, a local guitar player, to actually produce ambient tracks for us. We've created a global platform where we can actually get Malaysian artists and showcase them on our app. We are working with Malaysian artists and musicians to get their music to a global audience. Our current monetization strategy for Omvana is that we have a store where we are curating content. We are still kind of like testing out what is the best ratio of free tracks to paid tracks. We are also testing out a range of pricing models. And then you have got up and coming speakers and up and coming trainers, then we also price them accordingly. And we also try to get free content onto the thing. It's still very much in the testing phase where we need to figure out just the right ratio where the average Omvana user would feel like, I'm getting this much free stuff, then I don't mind spending this much. It's very much a freemium optimizing kind of a model. What are the three most important things that an app developer needs to be able to be successful? One is find a problem, identify the problem, immerse yourself in the problem, and then work at the solution. Number two, you need to be out there. You need to have a team, you need to have a network, find the communities and reach out to them and find like-minded people. And the third one is persistence. If it doesn't work, keep trying, keep working at it, have fun, enjoy yourself, you will get there. I mean, Rovio, 51 games before they hit a winner. 51 games. If you're not building your first 51 apps, your odds are low. So keep working at it. Well, as a product designer for apps like this, you always think that whatever you're designing is going to make a huge dent in the world and everybody talks about it. But when we look at the actual success of Omvana today, it's not insignificant. We have got 1.5 million downloads since we launched, and the numbers are still growing. A bit of advice for people who are considering the app development industry. You are reading more and more success stories and so on and so forth. With the success stories and with the saturation of this industry, it does mean that it's going to get harder and harder.
A growing lifestyle need served by a user-friendly, beautiful interface that offers variety and customization options. A basic formula for a great app, matched with effective marketing techniques, makes a hot download. In the next episode of Digital Malaysia, with everything going online, the need for digital technology to run online businesses too have multiplied. We check out one of Malaysia's makers of digital tools and solutions to see what it takes to produce the technology.